Hey guys, it's Kimise and I'm back for another video log. Sorry, blank right there. I hope you guys are doing great. This is like Sunday, the 8th of September, 2024. I hope everybody's had a good week. It's been a really solid week. It's rained most of the week here in North Texas, so it's cooled off some. We are now not in the hundreds and not even the 90s, kind of settling out in the upper 80s, which has been really nice. In fact, this weekend, it's been in the 70s. Woo! I'll tell you what a great adjustment. And I hope everybody's been doing great. If you're wondering, this is the air conditioning company I work for, and I'm on call this weekend, so I usually keep my uniform on in case I need to jump out there and go do that. So if you've noticed, I wear these shirts sometimes for these vlogs. It depends on if I'm helping out that weekend or not. I hope you guys are doing great. I am super excited. So let's give you a quick update on things that are going on. Right now, as far as the Fire and Storm walkthrough this week, we are finishing up Polaris. In fact, I believe all the videos got recorded, and I recorded them a little ahead of time because I knew it was going to be a busy week, so they're all listed in. So you'll be seeing them pop up this week. I can't wait to see what you guys think. I think I had a lot of fun. Polaris was fantastic, and we knocked that out fast, didn't we? So we're going to be heading into Mirage pretty soon, so I'm stoked about that. Cannot wait to get in there. Let's see here. Monday night. Don't forget, come on out to see us on Monday night. We are doing some streaming with Wizard 101. We are in Wallaroo, so come on out. If you haven't finished your Wallaroo side quests, we can work on those together. I'm trying to get them all done so then I can attempt the Nightmare Dungeon. So if you guys want to do the Nightmare Dungeon, it's probably going to be a couple weeks away, but let's get a group together because I heard that's pretty tough, and you got to have a good strategy, and you got to go into it knowing what's happening. So hopefully some of you guys, you can help me figure it out and we can be successful. Very good. Also, Pirate 101, yeah, taking a little bit of break from that right now because I'm just having a lot of fun knocking out the worlds here in the dual school walkthrough. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. But I'm still doing some streams on Wednesday nights, and we are just grinding some Tartarus gear. So if you have a pirate, you want to come grind with us, I'm getting closer, getting new pieces of gear. In fact, I think I've almost got the end game gear for my for my musketeer, but I still have to get from my my other guy. Yeah, not my musketeer, but the witch doctor guy. So still working on that, and we'll be doing that for the for the time that's coming up and everything. But definitely want to do another pirate. Definitely want to walk through another series. So looking for that probably another month or so. We'll just have to see how things go. Depends on how much progress we make in the third arc there on the walkthrough on the dual school. So let you guys know what's happening. As far as new events going on with King's Isle, nothing that really jumps out at me. So I'll be watching the news each week, and if something pops up that I think's worth talking about, we'll bring it up. Minecraft, I just finished the library. If you haven't noticed, I got the landscaping done. That took me a while, and everything's looking pretty good, so thanks. Got a new video coming out. Not sure what I'm going to be working on. Depends on what I can get to later today. I've had a little bit of time to do some landscaping, but not much else. So hopefully this week things will start to get into a good groove where I'll be able to get more done in the Minecraft world. And just wanted to remind anybody, if you want to play in the world, there's still plenty of space on there. It's opened up to all Patreon members and channel members, YouTube channel members. So if you happen to be one of those and join them, just go ahead and drop me a link on Discord. I'll get you all set up if you want to play on the server. We'd love to have you. It's a great little community. Right now it's pretty quiet, but I'm still playing every week, as are several others. So thanks a lot for the support on that. I've been really enjoying it. So what is on my mind this week? Okay, well, I've been really thinking about this topic for a while, and it came to light again because, well, I'm back in high school, and I got a lot of great kids that I get to talk to, and they ask opinions, they're trying to find advice. Some of them are trying to figure out what they want to do. They're juniors or they're seniors, and they're trying to figure out what's their next step, where are they going school-wise and everything. And there's been a lot of advice over the years that are out there, and I'm just going to lay out my thoughts, the best advice, the advice I wish I would have had, the advice I gave to my kids, and they're finding their success in it as well. And here it is, Think about two things, okay? Advice that I thought was not great, but that was given to me when I was in high school was find what you're passionate about, because if you're passionate about it, it won't be work. I'm going to smile and just say that's hogwash. I think that's a polite way to say that. I mean, I understand where the idea is coming from, and for the right person, it's definitely some good advice, but I don't think it's really broadly applicable to a majority of our society, and I think that's partly why we have a lot of the problems we're having right now, okay? So take it for what it is. If you believe it, great. Go for it with all your heart and everything. I just don't think it's really great advice for most people. Here's what I think is the advice I had really been given and really was made to thought about, because it might have changed my trajectory in life. Because I was asked, if there was anything I would go back and change or do over, what would I do? And if I had this different advice, I might have gone differently. Am I happy I still went the way I did? Yes, I did, because who I am is made up of the choices I made, and I'm happy with those. But if I was to make some choices getting out of high school and making decisions for career and for what I want to do, this advice would have been more valuable to me. One, think about what you're passionate about. Okay, and I knew exactly what I was passionate about when I was going through high school. I love music. I really enjoyed my time in choir and band. I liked the arts. Okay. But the other question that you should ask yourself is, what are you really skilled at? What do you have a talent at? And one of the things I had a talent at that was really strong, that's still pretty strong, was I was really good at logical thinking. I was good at mathematics. I was good at programming and that type of thinking. And if you're a programmer, you know what I'm talking about. It's all about logical process and thinking, because computers, that's how you write code for them. And if it was phrased to me in that way, I probably would have sat back and said, yeah, I'm really good at that. And so what does that all mean? What does that matter? Well, here's the truth about most people. If you are good at something, okay, that's usually a sign, because if you're good at something, you can generally get even better at it. If you hone that skill, you can actually become really good at that. And if you're really good at something in the real world, that's a skill that you can make marketable, because if you're really good at something, you can cut a path and you can make a path for yourself in that industry or in that area. Okay? Now, if you're passionate about something and you're mediocre at it, even though you're passionate about it, doesn't mean that you'll ever make a living at it or ever feel satisfied with what you're doing. Because let's be honest, a skilled person who's really good at something but may not be passionate is going to put out a better product than somebody who's passionate about something but's mediocre at it. That's just a fact of life. And I'm not saying there's anything bad about that either way. I'm just saying that's just the truth about it. Case in point. When I got out, I was really passionate about music. And you know what? I did stuff that was music focused. And I had one career where I went into retail sales with musical instruments and recording gear and stuff. And I was successful at it, mainly because I was doing stuff I was good at. I was doing sales and I was doing things. But I also sang songs, wrote music and stuff, but I was mediocre at that, even though I was passionate about it. And the more I realized that what I was passionate about wasn't ever going to really make me a living, I eventually got back into teaching, which I'm very skilled at and I'm good at. But unfortunately, I lost about 12 years of work. So if I went straight into teaching, I'd actually be at a point where I could be talking about retiring in a few years now. But because I made those other choices and I decided to follow my passion about something that I was really into, that put me back a little bit. And I'm not bitter about it. It's part of what made me who I am. But if I would have had that original advice and looked at what I was really skilled at, if I decided to go into, say, computer engineering, I would definitely be retiring right now and would probably be retiring at a comfortable position because of the way that industry has grown over the last 30 years. Okay? So if there was advice I wish I had had when I was just graduating, I wish somebody had said, hey, what are you really skilled at? Because if you work really hard at what you're skilled at, you'll be able to get yourself into a position where not only can you retire, but you'll probably be able to retire comfortably. Because I followed my passion, I had ups and downs, and I ended up in a career that long-term I'll be okay at. But my retirement age, well, I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not going to retire for another 15, 16 years, which is fine. I like teaching. I really enjoy this a lot. But when I do retire, I'll probably still be scraping by because teacher retirements in most states aren't that great. But I should still be able to take care of myself. I just won't be comfortable. I won't be able to make those trips around the world. I won't be able to do exciting things. Not to mention I'll be older, which means I'll probably be spending most of my time just enjoying my family, which I'll be happy about. But it could have been different, you know. And I know some of you are at this point in your life where you're trying to make those decisions. So think about what you're skilled at. Think about what you're good at, okay? If you're passionate about it as well, there you go. You got a mix, and maybe that can be something really great. But anything you're skilled at, you can become really, really good at. If you become really, really good at it, you'll be able to market yourself. You'll be able to put yourself in a position where you can make yourself good money, where you'll be able to set yourself up to retire at a good position. Don't chase after things because you're passionate about them always. Stop and think about what you're doing. And that would have worked for me because I still could have been passionate about music. I just would have never made it my living. I would have just made it my hobby, and I just would have had fun doing it on the side. Okay, guys, so that's my thoughts for the week. I do have a few questions that have popped up, so let's go ahead and go to our Q&A session that we like to end up with. So, what is my favorite book or slash series? Wow, that is so hard. I've read so many good books over the years, and I'm always reading new books I find really interesting. But I think I'm just going to have to go back, and I'm just going to have to say, you know, if I had to pick my favorite book or series, I think I'm just going to have to say, you know, oh, my cat's up there behind me. I'm going to have to say The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. I absolutely loved the world building. I loved the idea. I loved the humor. I loved the characters as they grew with each other. You know, now don't take it to say I like the TV series at all. It's the books. The books were wonderful. And shout out to Brandon Sanderson, who finished that series for Robert Jordan, who ended up not being able to finish the series. Sanderson brought that same voice that Jordan had, and he was able to complete the series in a magnanimous way. It's a long series, but it's probably one of the best reads I've ever had in the genre. What is my current gear in the dual school walkthrough? Right now I'm using Chrysalis gear, the crafted gear, because that's the best dual gear for fire and storm. And I don't know if I'll be changing that gear out anytime soon. It may not be until we get to, believe it or not, until we get to the 4th arc where dual school gear becomes available again. So we'll have to see how that works. Last question. What am I watching right now that I'm really excited about? Well, the new Rings of Power Season 2 just came out, and I'll be honest with you, I liked the first season. It was a little bit slow at the beginning, but it really ramped up towards the end, and the pacing of the second season has been lots of fun, really interesting, and I cannot wait to see how they take this Rings of Power storyline and continue to weave it. I think it's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. I haven't really found anything that I dislike about it, but I'm pretty excited about it. Things I'm excited about that will be coming out over the next couple months. Well, there's some cool stuff with One Piece and some other things if you want to know more.